I am Wes Winkle, President of the Canadian Sporting Arms and Ammunition Association and the owner of Elwood Ep Sporting Goods. Today I come before you addressing the pressing concerns of our association and industry regarding Bill C-21. The CSAAA represents over 4,500 businesses in Canada that operate within the hunting and firearm sector. Our industry plays a pivotal role in the Canadian economy. We contribute over $8 billion annually to our nation's GDP, whilst providing employment for over 45,000 individuals in Canada. However, we are currently weighed down by a regulatory environment that has become a substantial burden and a source of anxiety for our industry. One of the most disconcerting aspects of Bill C-21 is the prohibition on handgun transfers. Handgun sales account for more than 30% of our revenue for many businesses, and for some this percentage is much higher. As a result of this ban on transferring handguns, our businesses are suffering financial losses and/or closures. Executors and families are being forced to destroy heirloom collections, some of which have been significant historical, financial, and sentimental value. These measures not only harm our industry, but also create a situation where cherished collections become valueless. Furthermore, the prohibition of semi-automatic firearms, designated after the enactment of Bill C-21, and the initiative that will have random selection of existing firearms targeted for prohibition have caused great concern amongst our members. These actions will result in yet another substantial financial loss, with no solid evidence that it will increase public safety. Such provisions generate considerable unease for manufacturers who invest in creating new models of modern sporting and hunting rifles to meet the market demand. Dealers must place orders at least 6 months in advance without any clarity on when these regulations will come into force or how they will be enacted. Businesses must also invest in these sales with marketing, staff training, displays, signage, all throughout their facilities. It is crucial to recognize that firearms in Canada are already subject to stringent regulations, and our business members diligently work to ensure compliance with existing laws and regulations, guaranteeing that only licensed Canadians obtain legal firearms. Air guns are also impacted by these regulations. Our government must acknowledge that there are over 8 million air guns in circulation in Canada. Taking such a broad, general approach to regulating air guns significantly impacts recreational shooting and shooting sports, directly and immediately threatening the existence of many businesses and jobs. Bill C-21, as it stands, is a deeply flawed piece of legislation that necessitates either total abandonment or significant amendments. Failure to do so could jeopardize an entire industry that Canada cannot afford to lose. Our industry makes a significant contribution to the Canadian economy, conservation efforts, and employment. We understand that rigorous regulations are already in place for firearms in Canada, and we are cognizant of the fact that our customers statistically do not contribute to the violence witnessed on our streets. The provisions in Bill C-21 are touted as measures to enhance public safety, but we view them as a significant misallocation of resources and a threat to our already delicate economy. We address the concerns of our industry. We urgently need an avenue to reopen for legal handgun transfers, and we must reconsider such a broad approach to future prohibitions on modern sporting and hunting rifles or semi-automatic firearms. Attention must be bolstered on policing efforts, rectifying the laws in our catch and release bail system, and fortifying our border services. In closing, I encourage the Senate to carefully consider the impact of Bill C-21 on our industry and work towards a more balanced approach for firearms regulations that prioritize public safety without crippling business and eradicating jobs. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will be available to answer any questions or concerns you may have.